Adrian! Oh, I'm squirting.
It's time, kid.
Yeah, 1 sec.
Adrian.
Oh.
Where are you?
Hello, we're back.
Hey.
We saw Creed. Michael B. Jordan's back. Tessa, she's back. And everyone else from Rocky 4 is back in this movie. Reece hasn't seen the first Creed. I have. I liked it. It was a well-told, directed movie. Had some heart to it. It laid a really solid foundation, right? And the house they built with this foundation for the second movie is not that good. It's okay. It's an acceptable house.
Directing, it was good. At times, the visuals were very solid. The soundtrack was, for the most part, good with me, especially when Tessa Thompson was singing. I don't know if it was really her or not, but if it was, she did a good job.
You know what isn't that good about the movie? The substance of the movie. What the movie had to offer as a boxing film was just passable. It was Rocky 4. The first third of the movie is very fast-paced in the sense that it jumps a lot. It just jumps like, oh, he's now champion, now he loses, now he does that. And then the second third of the movie is very slow. That's where we put all the exposition and all the narratives. This is where we try to make you care for the characters. And then it jumps back to that kind of fast-paced nature by the third act. And it's just kind of, I didn't really care about Tessa's and Michael B. Jordan's relationship as much as in the first one. In the first movie, it was really well done. You care for him, you like their relationship. In this movie, it just kind of felt half-assed. It felt surface level, like a lot of this movie. Everything in the first one is just a little bit better, and I think that goes back to the directing. Ryan, he did a much better job at handling those kind of nuances with the characters, which I don't think this new guy, Steven Caple, and his directing here isn't bad. It's just missing what made the first Creed a little, a step above.
I think this movie was riding on the conflict of Drago and Creed and Balboa too much, relying on the audiences to just go and be like, hey, Drago's back, I want to see him. And that sucks because I could feel it. And how I could feel it, stay with me here, is because I couldn't feel anything. I didn't feel any emotion in this film. I didn't feel for Michael B. Jordan's character, Creed. He's always crying about his daddy, who he never even met. The fights, they didn't feel like fights to me. Watching the old Rocky movies, you get into that shit. After the movie's over, you're like, yes, I'm gonna go work out, and I'm gonna go fight somebody. But this movie, I'm just like, you know what? I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. Probably just play some more video games. This movie is just uninspiring. It lacks just that feeling, that grittiness and the rawness that, the original Rockies had.
Nothing about this movie was enough. It was all there, but it just wasn't enough. You know why? Because it wasn't inspired enough. The acting was good, but it wasn't enough. For how much the first Creed set up, this movie should have been more than a Rocky 4.5. This movie is just a checklist sequel, another kind of cash grab, I would say, almost.
Yeah, it's like a cash grab with a decent soundtrack and visuals.
Yeah.
And Rocky, the writing was never amazing. The acting was never amazing. The directing was never amazing. But the fights and the fucking heart that those movies had was insane. It was tremendous. Even the filming, you can see Rocky punching air and Dolph Lundgren just lunging and spitting out water. You can see the mistakes the movie has, but you're still like sitting on the edge of your seat, like, just getting fucking into it. This movie, I was just kicking back. Oh, he punched. Oh, the Russian's still big. He's still strong. Each movie you can enjoy so hard. This movie, I should have been able to enjoy it hard without seeing the first one. I shouldn't have to see the first one to enjoy this one even more. This is another big deal for me. The fucking training montages. Nothing is better than a Rocky movie than a training montage. And this movie, I think we disagree on this. I did not like the training montage at all. I didn't feel it. Yeah, it was filmed really well, but it wasn't amazing. I was really sad about that because training montages are badass. You can't get any more fucking manlier than 80s music with Rocky just running up a mountain with a burly beard. And it's amazing. This movie just, he falls on the ground. Come on, Rocky just, get up.
To add to that, I don't think it was terrible, but like I've been saying, it just wasn't enough. It was uninspired and not enough. Rating time.
I'll give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. You see dudes getting punched, that's fun to watch. But everything else, this movie, like we said, is just uninspired. What this movie does is it hypes you up to go watch Rocky. Just like I finished the movie, I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna go watch a better movie. That's not a good thing. I should wanna go watch the first Creed. That's what should have happened at the end of this movie. I should have been, man, I wanna go watch the first Creed now. I wanna go watch Rocky 4, and then Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4 again, 5 and 6. I don't care about Creed. I still care about Rocky. Rocky.
I'm gonna give this a 6.5 as well. You know, I'm just gonna slap a agreement on this one. Everything was there laid out for it. From the first movie, the foundation, and what it built on top of that foundation was just serviceable. But you're still disappointed in it because you know they could have been so much more. All we know is that we're bored. I know we always say it, but I am truly sorry about these reviews. I really wish we saw some really good movies or really bad ones.
Bye.
You okay? No. Alright, yeah, bye.
Please, girl, let me marry you, girl. How long has it been out? If I'm being honest.
Fuck me! You sound Hispanic.